I don't pace myself, like, at all. Everyone in the chronic illness space talks about it, spoon theory, energy budgeting, listening to your body, and I genuinely think that works brilliantly for a lot of people. I am not those people. I am the person who wore heels to walk around Venice. Not because they were practical, but because they made the photos look better, which in hindsight was a level of optimism that genuinely borders on delusion. We'd spent the whole day walking around looking for a gondola, which ironically was specifically so that we could sit down and do sightseeing without having to walk so much. Classic. By the time we found one, I'd already had to buy a pair of flip flops from a street vendor and was swapping them over. The heels for the photos, flip flops for the walking. Probably the least efficient system ever devised. The photos were good though. Here's how I actually think about holidays. You budget for the flights, you budget for the hotel, the food, the activities. I just budget for one extra line item: pain. If a big day out means tomorrow is going to hurt, tomorrow's going to hurt. Life can send me an invoice later. Because here's the thing: I already have chronic pain. That's not new information. I'm not suddenly going to discover discomfort because I walked around Venice in inappropriate footwear. The discomfort's already there. I live with it every day. The question the question is never, will this hurt? The question is it worth it? When we went to the zoo in Rome, genuinely the best zoo we have ever been to, I was exhausted by the middle of the day. But our eldest is studying to be a zookeeper, so leaving early was never an option. Bears, hippos, elephants, we saw it all. And yes, I'd love to say that I pushed through entirely for my children, but if I'm being honest, I do it for me too, because I want those memories. I want to look back one day and know, yeah, I was there and I saw that and I was present for it. The memories I'll look back on won't be the flare ups or the mornings that I woke up really sore. They'll be the photos, standing in Venice, underneath the Eiffel Tower, with my kids and my husband beside me. The proof that I was there. There are, of course, practical complications. Warmer weather is genuinely really helpful for my joints. Suddenly, I've got a lot of extra capacity that I wasn't expecting. So, a big walking day usually gets balanced by a recovery morning by the pool. Solid system. The catch, and there is always a catch, is that I also have POTS, which means dehydration in the heat is not a theoretical concern. It's a very genuine problem that I have to actively manage. And apparently, I'm the only member of my family who has thought about this. Getting 3 kids to carry their own water bottles is a negotiation that I lose every single time. Just carry your water. No. Carry her water. No. So I end up carrying all of them, 3 bottles and the backpack and the snacks and the emergency everything. And if I'm carrying all of theirs, I'm obviously not going to bring one for me. And they won't even share with me. I only brought them into the world, but whatever. The silver lining, as my husband never ceases to like pointing out, is that this creates a very convenient medical necessity to stop at every cafe that we see, purely for health reasons, obviously. There have been days when my body just says no, full stop, we are done. And that always really feels awful. Feels like leaving the cinema before the ending. But you adapt. You find flip flops, sit in a cafe, work out which half the day is better at spending your energy on, and spend it there. Chronic illness didn't teach me to do less. It taught me to be very precise about what I do more of. That's what pacing looks like for me. Built anyway.